if you could have your heart's deepest desire, the divine power to transform your life for the right price. An eye for an eye, flesh for a crown, wretched mortality for glorious eternity. Rise with me, for who can stop a god?
Oh yeah, let me unmute. There you go. I'm unmuted now. But welcome. More Eve of Ruin. Everyone is playing these builds for the last time because they're getting updated literally tomorrow. But yeah, our usual announcements. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/World of Null, where you can support our ongoing projects and art for NPCs and players. As well, we have our homebrew projects, such as the Hexforged Sorcerer, which we're working on right now. Once we get our hands on the book tomorrow, we're going to finalize the details to just make sure it perfectly syncs with 2024 edition, so that we can release it so it can work for 2014 and 2024. You just slot it into different places. Then, of course, we have Throne, which, once again, my desk was completely funded. I'm so happy. That'll be here this month. I didn't realize where it was shipping from, but hey, it's shipped. And we have just a silly goal up there right now, so we'll have more big goals on there in the near future. And of course, the best place to support me and the channel is coffee. I get those benefits sooner than I do anything such as ad revenue or subscriptions. It is the most direct way to support me and the channel and keep the lights on. Let's see. I'm just trying to see if Koi's here now. There we go. Just need to change Koi's thing. Yeah, Koi just made it. That you can't hear Koi, but they just made it. There we go. Ready to move over, and I'll get the music. And everyone is level 11, I would hope. They just leveled up. Let us go ahead and say hello. Hello, you chuckle fox.
Hello.
Yep, like clockwork.
Hello.
Oh. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, I will do the
gosh.
recap. Let me get some music. There we go. Wait, no, on this channel. Why was I gonna go? I've been giddy and kicking my feet for this session all day because I added what we needed to and just a couple of other things. But yes, where we last left off, this group, having successfully rescued all the individuals within the Netherdeath graveyard from a dungeon filled with Vecna cultists in the midst of completing a ritual. Remember, talk? Disrupted it by killing the one in charge of the ritual, and were shunted into the Shadowfell in a reflection of Neverwinter known as Evernight. There, they were able to get more acquainted with the last individual they rescued, Eldon Keyward, a multiversal scholar and planeswalker who likes to study. You went for the corpse market, meeting a variety of undead individuals and otherwise, and learning quite a bit about where you were. You found a way out, made some deals, took a job, got a bird that can eat human flesh, which now has stats that I mentioned to you, Koi, and made your way to an old tomb. There, you met an individual of renown by the name of Krydal, a member of the Heroes of Baldur's Gate, who has traveled with such heroes as Minsk and Boo. Whoever that is, you don't know. But you were able to get through the tomb and dispatch of the undead within it, and find an exit through a coffin, before you found yourselves shunted here, meeting 4 wizards. And one of them... Oh, let me get my book. I need my book. The mage Tasha said, "You can't possibly be the answer to our wish." And that is where we left off. You all get 1 point of inspiration based on any dice roll. The music a little bit.
Do we stack inspiration? Or is it just...
Today's the last day that happens. Because from
How
now
dare you.
on, you only get 1 total.
No!
But you'll get them a lot quicker.
I'm never gonna use them again. They're gonna just
Fine.
be sitting
Well,
there.
we'll see. But yes,
I might use it
after
for later.
a few moments and some potions drank and spells amongst yourselves to reconstitute, the mages sit down on the couch except for one of them. Now, the white-haired woman, I'm sure you wish to know where exactly you are, but first I think introductions should be in order. I'll start with us. We are a small group of mages from throughout the multiverse that have made an alliance to stop the coming threat. We are the Wizards 4. I myself am Illustrious Silverhand, a former, hold on one second. Former High Mage of the Silver Moon and daughter of Mistra, a goddess of magic. Show their handouts once again for you as well. And beside me is Tasha, better known as Igwilth, Zabilna, as well as many other names, but is the disciple of Baba Yaga, and the writer of the Demononomicon, and the Archfey of Prismere, well, at least the normal version of her. And Tasha will speak up. Yes, but she couldn't quite be here. So she sent me one of her past reflections in her place. Now that she's free from her prison in her domain of delight, she has a few things to take care of across the multiverse and couldn't make it to this little party. And she'll just wave 3 fingers at you all. And of course, one of our more recent allies, Throwen Ilvara Thel, legendary archmage of her plane and a very thorough expert of Vecna. It's a pleasure to meet you. Mostly.
Blanche leans forward, hearing as Thrallin is introduced, but doesn't say anything.
And of
Laz
course,
is sweating profusely.
last but not least, a dear friend, Mordenkainen. Legendary spellcaster from the Whispered One's own home world, and the head of the Circle of Eight. And, Mordenkainen will look at all of you, arms crossed. Well, aren't you all a colourful bunch? Now, where you are
Okay.
is in the City of Doors in Sigil, the in-between of the multiverse, where there is access to many, a door to all throughout the multiverse itself. You are in the Sanctum, my personal home and tower. Now, I'm sure you would like to introduce yourself, so please, feel free to, converse. She seems very nervous. And you see an unseen servant drops off some tea and refreshments to both sides of the couch.
Echo will look around, no one introducing themselves, and then we'll just go, well, I'm Echo, and I am but a simple traveler. I go where fate tells me, and I let just the whims decide where I end up, and I guess I'm here now. Quite. Just kind of looking around, like, oh, and this is Sweet Roll. I bought him.
Oh, he's such a lovely little creature. Basha just looks at it. Interesting.
No, don't
Name
be shy,
Octavia.
crew. Oh, there we go.
I'm getting. Yeah, hi. Let me speak. Give me rights, Echo. Damn.
Never.
The name's Octavia. I hunt monsters and followers of Vecna.
I thought you looked familiar. Mordenkainen will say, your family has dealt with the Whispered One before.
Yep. My ancestor Warden. She was there. So you getting out of her, y'all's turn. Yeah, Jesus, yeah, come on.
Yeah. I am Blanche. Oh, so
Oh,
You
go,
go.
go. You go.
you go.
I'm Vel. I Lockkeeper, hunt monsters, hunt bad people, bad things, whatever.
I am Blanche. A blade singer and lumen knight of the fallen kingdom or empire of Therium. And, well, he'll look over at Thrawin. I am one of the ones who slayed Vecna's consort. He'll just sort of sit there awkwardly.
My name is Vincent. I came from a cathedral. For the last few years, I've been working as a mercenary and researcher. That's all there really is to say about me.
I'm Laz. I'm a mercenary. That's it.
Oh, don't be shy now. I know what you are.
Shit.
You have all four of us a little sweating. It's easy to sense what you are. Might as well come clean with it now. And Illustrial will
We know what you are.
smack Mordenkainen's hand. I'm just being honest.
Bisexual.
I'm Lazarus, and I am a mercenary that hunts mages.
Lovely. Illustrial does like the little golf clap. And I know who you are. Points at Krydal. I've heard of your ventures with the heroes of Baldur's Gate, and a certain troublemaker that has knocked on my doorstep more than once. How is Minsk doing? Oh, it's good to meet you. I've heard of you, Illustrial, but never met you myself either. I don't know where he is. Last I heard, he was shaking off some mess in Baldur's Gate with a cult. Dealt with mind flayers and an elder brain. Charming. I myself almost dealt with that, but I was able to shake off the tadpole. Quite easy. And, oh, hello, my name is Eldon, Eldon Keyword. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am a researcher of the multiverse and the planes, and it's actually quite lovely to be here. It's amazing. Right. Josh will just mumble. Now, I think we should get on to the topic at hand, Illustrial. Right, yes, my apologies. It's quite awkward, I'm sure, given the situation. But I will explain it the best I can. But I assume all of you are tied to Vecna in some way, shape, or form.
So it seems.
Huh.
Have you felt any different recently, perhaps a magical energy within your system that is otherwise foreign, or something like that?
Yeah, a little
I
bit.
believe
Something
so.
like that.
It's kind of like a sixth sense in a way.
Interesting.
Like a tingle.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Lestral looks to the other three mages. That might be why. You see, a wish might not have been able to fulfill its original parameters, but instead brought us individuals that were tied to Vecna himself. You see, as I'm sure you're aware, Vecna, the Whispered One, has broken free of the divine gate that has sealed him away from material planes and most of the multiverse itself. He has taken hold of his avatar body, an aspect form, if you will, and is off somewhere conducting a ritual to remake the multiverse itself. Now, he was quite damaged in his most recent battle in your points at you, Octavia, and you, Vel, you, Laz, because it's your home world, and Blanche as well, in some of yours home world. These heroes, your ancestor, was able to, amongst them, was able to severely damage his avatar body. It's weakened now. Needs more strength, and for that, his followers throughout the multiverse have been gathering secrets for him, feeding him power by siphoning the life essence of those with these secrets into him, make him stronger, allowing him to weave this plan together. We gathered up as I had sensed this omen that was to come. I gathered my allies, and we weaved together a wish. Originally, our wish was going to be to stop him completely wholesale, but it seems as though that wasn't the case, and it brought you to us instead. My apologies if you were pulled away from anything that was important.
I find it
That-
flattering.
If I may be so bold, madam, if anything, this has only pulled me closer to my goal. Vecna did not take my slight against him lightly, and had forcibly transformed a very, very dear. I think he hesitates for a moment. Friend of mine into a old ally of his. Apparently, he bore trace amounts of ancestral blood.
And who was this individual that he summoned?
Uh, can you refresh me,
Lord
Bakra?
Soth.
Lord Soth, madam.
Astiel looks at Tasha. I see. Tasha will kind of lean forward. I don't think it's that your friend had ancestral blood. Did he say anything about shards? Vecna, or this Lord Soth when he took over your friend's body?
I think it
He did.
was. It's a bit hazy, but that sounds familiar.
Then,
My apologies, I got bisected and was in a rather desperate state.
I see. It isn't that your friend is related to him. It's more so that your friend is him. We live in a multiverse, and throughout it, especially here in Sigil, Celestial, there is a multitude of oddities, including shards. It is believed that an individual can exist in more than one part of the multiverse, more than one plane of existence. Your friend is likely the shard of Lord Soth. He's from the world of Kryn, and this does add up to what we've been looking into. Vecna's not operating alone. He's making allies, forging alliances with powerful individuals that would go alongside him, provide him armies, and more. We already have two that we know of. The spider goddess Loth and Lord Soth, who was destroyed quite recently. He is, after all, a cursed being. I surmise is that your friend was a catalyst for something else. You see, Soth couldn't reform himself. Most vengeful spirits can only reform in a certain amount of years. I believe that it was not yet time for him to reform, so he took a shard of himself and manifested through it. Most likely a deal made with Vecna. Which means, good news and bad news, there's a chance we could rescue your friend if we're fast enough. Because the bad news is, if not, he will permanently become Lord Soth. Any traces of his old life would be destroyed by the superior form.
I think Blanche just puts a hand over his chest, as though he has a heart to shield, and just says, I figured as much, but I will do whatever it takes to ensure that he is brought back to me.
Alastriel has her fingers put tip to tip, like on both hands. Yes, we'll make sure that we can help your friend. Don't worry. I'm sure we can come up with something, and you might have to make a trip over there anyways.
Make an insight check on that. That's weird behavior.
Sure, I guess. You have advantage now because of your gift from Vecna.
19.
19. She's literally just nervous because this whole situation is awkward.
Okay.
So she's trying to break the tension because you notice she's very anxious. One of her feet, one of her feet is tapping, and she's like just bouncing her fingers together. She's definitely, in every sense of the way, lawful good, like chaotic good. So like she does not like to see anyone sad.
I appreciate your aid, madam.
And finally, Mordenkainen's been silent for most of this explanation, but he clears his throat. I was worried that perhaps our wish wouldn't stop one as powerful as Vecna. He just trails behind Alestriel and trailing his hand against the couch. Alestriel, please forgive me, but I did plan a contingency. Vecna is too powerful to stop directly at this point. However, no power is absolute. I suspect Vecna will be vulnerable while he weaves his ritual. If you confront and weaken him, and Mordenkainen walks back over to where you were summoned, to this little, area, and he goes into one of the cabinets, and he pulls out something. A small silver chime, and displays it. This chime is known as the Chime of Exile, and it can banish him back to his home, our home, in Orith. He will no longer be able to affect multiple realms at once, and his plan to remake the multiverse would fail. As he's saying this, his eyes are gleaming with excitement as he walks back over, holding the chime in his hands and looking at
Trinket with both form and function.
There is an artifact that is, I believe, the only way to weaken Vecna so the chime can be used against him. It's called the Rod of Seven Parts. It was used long ago to banish a great evil. However, most unfortunately, its component pieces are scattered across existence. While my
I'm
esteemed...
guessing in 7 parts.
He ignores you. While my esteemed colleagues researched the magic needed to cast a wish spell powerful enough to stop Vecna, I looked into finding the rod's pieces should we need them. The first piece is deep in the Underdark, somewhere hidden inside a safe house for worshippers of Love herself, a place called Web's Edge. You see, some of Vecna's allies, such as Loaf, Soth, have actually been tasked with protecting pieces of this rod. You would not obviously assume that he would be unaware of such a powerful tool that could impede his work, and so for precaution for the ones he knew of the locations of, as people there to protect them.
Do you think if we got a VPN, we could just go to Web's Edge for free?
Anyways,
God damn.
find that first piece of the rod, my friends. The portal on the die, right over here. This will take you to it. Once you locate the first piece, the magic inherent in the artifact will point you to the second piece, then the third, then to the third, and so on. This sanctum's portal reacts to powerful magic after all, such as this artifact. So as you find each piece, the portal will lead you to the next. No need to use another key. The most recent piece of the rod will suffice. There's no time to waste. Once you've reassembled the rod, we can all confront Vecna and stop his heinous plan. And you'll be heroes of the multiverse. He wiggles his finger. How does that sound? The
I
three
don't care.
mages are stunned. And then Tasha just does a little clap. I have to admit, Mordenkainen, even for you, for once, this plan is actually well thought out. Great foresight on your end. Thank you.
As a Lumen, it is my duty to protect those that cannot protect themselves. But as a sentimental old doll, I will admit I am willing to do whatever it takes to save the most important person to me. I don't care for the label of hero. That doesn't matter at all. All that matters is that he's safe.
It's perfect. There's something in it for each of you. Looks at Laz. You'll be able to kill one of the greatest mages. Not me, of course. And all the three women scoff and just go, ugh.
Mm-hmm.
And get
Yeah.
revenge.
All the while that Mordenkainen is talking, Blanche is just thinking, good gods, this guy sounds like the Emperor.
He
I
points
hate
at
him.
Vincent. You will be able to conduct fantastical research across the multiverse on a plethora of creatures that work for the Whispered One himself. Mutated species that should not exist. Maybe even enhance yourself further. Points at Eldon. You be able to travel far more than you ever had. Cross planes that you never thought possible. Maybe even to the edge of existence itself. Points at Blanche. You get to rescue your loved one. Looks at Cradle. You. I know what you're looking for, and with the help of us Wizards 4, you will be able to remove what you need to remove. And you can locate the Sword of Kos, reclaim your birthright, and be once again a slayer of Vecna in your family. Points at Octavia. You
Just
can protect your home that is falling to corruption from these magics. Pointing at Veloctor.
He just points at Sweet Roll and says, and you get to munch!
Points at Echo. And what was your name again?
I'm called Echo.
Interesting. And where are you from?
Kind of puzzled expression and just. I don't recall, actually.
Interesting.
I don't have any memories. I just kind of go
Then perhaps on this journey,
forward.
you can reclaim who you once were. Alright,
Oh.
Mordenkainen, that's enough of the hype. Tasha will just interrupt him, and Bram will also say, yeah, it's kind of preachy. Even my old friend wasn't this eccentric.
He does love to hear himself talk, doesn't he?
But no, Illustrial will chime in, I think this is a very good idea. If you can find this rod and reassemble it, then this could be a tool that one of you could wield to damage Vecna, and then you could banish him. Wholesale. This is honestly exactly what we need. I will lend to you our services. You're all prominent mages, and while we might not be here all the time, you will have access to my sanctum. The floor is here, and then I have an upper lounge upstairs that you can use as a common area. And while you travel to these worlds, you can borrow an item each from my curio cabinet.
I will admit there is one other member in the party who would like something out of this arrangement. give me a moment. And Blanche is going to relinquish control over his body for the time being.
Nothing happens.
Okay, I guess he's not here.
But
That's-
any allies that you have can also call this place home. Proper vetting process and making sure they keep clean off their boots and keep everything clean. I can bring them here to help you out. So if there's anything or anyone you need, we can bring them here for you. Just not today. We're quite exhausted from casting that spell.
Of course.
Because, like, you do notice, all 4 of these wizards seem very tired.
They all got 3 strength.
Last sort of does a little
Losers.
cheeky smirk.
But I'm sure I can open up the Starscape. I don't have enough rooms for all of you upstairs, just for myself, Morden, Kynan, Thraw, and Tosha. And my wife, of course. But I can open up a separate part of the sanctum, the Starscape, where you can all stay. Are there any questions you might have?
Yeah. How, Blanche will sort of awkwardly, pull on the joints of his fingers. How doable would it be to create a vessel for another? I will admit that's not my area of expertise as far as creative uses of magic go, but
Tasha just chuckles.
as-
Oh, goodness. Creating... Well, there's the clone spell, of course, which I myself am fond of. And it's...
something tells me he wouldn't be that fond of that idea.
Well, the clones... There's not many spells that can create a body from scratch, mind you. There needs to be some kind of magical or material data to work with. Ron will chime in. It's actually one of my specialties. I've made contingencies before. I have, for me and my allies, in the past, made vessels for each of us should we die.
And, is there a way to ensure that it would be compatible with someone?
The main thing you would want is magical essence. If this associate of yours is without a body, then it's as simple as giving some of their magic over.
Alright.
However, it's not a cheap spell, and it takes a while for it to work.
I see.
For example, the only way for your buddy to get a new body aside from Wish is Clone, which is an 8th level spell. It requires a diamond worth 1,000 gold pieces, 1 cubic inch of flesh of the creature that is to be cloned, or magical essence in this case, as well as a vessel worth at least 2,000 gold with a sealable lid and is large enough to hold the creature being cloned, such as a huge urn, coffin, cyst in the ground, or crystal container, and it takes 120 days to grow a body in.
I think that'll work, though I'll need to get in contact with him. He seems rather deep and distant at the moment.
Which you assume, Blanche, this is because you have gone through a smattering of realms in only a few weeks.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
You'll have to provide the materials yourself. We might be capable wizards, just not even looking. Her and Tasha and Thrawn high five. But our services do not come cheap, nor would we be providing these materials ourselves. I'm sure we can
And-
work something out, though. I think depending, I think it would be a good goal to achieve. Astiel just looks over.
And when or where could I... I'm not all short on the gold front, but if I could be able to provide some of the materials quickly, he's rather impatient. Any ideas where I could purchase such a diamond? Or is that going to be something I have to do outside of the city?
There are shops and such for Rat Sigil, however, none of you are licensed to be here. You have to have a certain pass-through. I might be able to get you to some shops that associates of mine run, but that's as far as I can go for now. But more time you give me, I might be able to give you more access to Sigil. It might be best to ask those individuals.
And I'm
Understandable.
sure if we're traveling across the multiverse, we'll find a diamond or something somewhere. You never know what we run across. I mean, we found a corpse market,
Oh,
so oh yeah.
Tasha will. Oh yes, the corpse market is a lovely place, isn't it?
Oh yes, that's where I picked up sweet roll. Now, you already ate. You don't need to be fed for another week.
Speaking of food, I think you should all get some food in your bellies and some rest. It is quite late, despite it being hard to tell time here. But yes, we can go upstairs and eat some food. It's been a while since I've entertained any guests. Yes. I suppose pleasantries over a meal are not an old, forgotten thing.
Oh, thank you. I know we weren't what you imagined, but I
It's
have to say,
all
this is
right.
quite
I was
pleasant.
It's all right. I was an old, forgotten thing until very recently. You get used to it.
Anyways,
Oh, how old are you?
540 something, give or take.
Should I call you Grandpa?
Please don't.
Whatever
But
you
as
say,
you're-
Grandpa.
brought upstairs, this is a lounge area. This is a main hub that you guys will have access to. So you can do a lot of your downtime, studying, conversations, and stuff in this lounge. And as you come upstairs, Illustrial's going to wave her staff, and the table turns into a dinner table, and the couches are brought closer in more seat-like fashion, and you are able to eat.
Oh wow.
So, Tasha will chime in. Where do you all hail from? I sense that most of you, even with your magical capabilities, don't touch upon the weave. That's odd. In fact, only one of you points at Vincent.
Where I'm from, the weave isn't exactly around.
It was shattered a long time ago. If I remember correctly, it was about a similar time frame to when I sunk beneath the waves. Might have been a few
500
centuries,
yeah,
give or
500
take.
years ago.
Yeah.
So, interesting.
Oh,
Yeah, from where
I
I'm
became-
from, Rob will chime in. Well, where I moved do.
Well, I became more or less acquainted with the weave because I needed as many tools at my disposal. I want to help people with magic, with medicine, with anything that I can, really.
I'm
Impressive.
from Null. I only focus more on blood than the weave.
Indeed, yes, yes. A mystery individual, points to Echo. And we'll find out where you're from yet, I assume, on your little jaunt through the multiverse.
Yeah, I just kind of woke up and I don't know, it was just my god told me to go forward and I gave myself the name Echo. Well, that
Very,
is what I am.
very similar circumstances.
Yes. And, well,
Yeah.
now I just go wherever that has been led to me lately, those symbols of, right? The symbols of Vecna, right, Macro?
Mm-hmm.
Symbols of that, Vecna. So, I have reason to believe that, for some reason, my fate is leading me towards there. Just kind of gives like a grin.
Lovely.
Speaking
Vincent cringes at the mention of fate.
speaking of events in the past, Mordenkainen, you mentioned my vengeance. I've never told anyone about that. How'd you know?
It's quite simple. I did a bit of casting on the side when you all arrived. Tried to figure out who you were. Most of it is written on your face. When you're as esteemed and capable as me, reading individuals is quite easy. It's also an excellent party trick. After all,
If
one who has modified their body so incredulously more than likely has a vendetta against mages in general.
That seems like an awful large leap to make.
Well, with all due respect, Mordenkainen, I'd like to ask you to not look into me further.
Oh,
I
no
do enjoy my
worries.
privacy.
No worries. In fact, I figure I won't have to pry involuntarily, as I like to work with you on something that I think only one of your caliber could be capable of.
Mm-hmm.
It's best to take advantage of the benefits given to us, and clearly you are the answer to all of our problems, so I might as well milk the cow while it has much to give.
Please do not talk about milking a person as a cow. I understand it is a turn of phrase. That's just rather icky.
And a lot of people say where I come from. Right, old mumble.
I would be interested in working with you at an increased rate, of course.
I will speak to you when I see fit. But
Would Echo notice that this is towards Astiel? Would Echo start to notice that you cringe whenever he mentions fate? Do you like keep it hidden, or is it just a visible cringe?
It's not too exaggerated. It's more so just a side eye.
Okay, then yeah, he
bombastic
would pay
side
attention to
eye.
that.
criminal offensive side eye.
Yeah.
I
Echo will
think.
Oh,
Go
sorry.
ahead.
Oh no, Echo would just kind of just start eating like just very aloof, kind of obnoxiously so.
I think Blanche is just sipping on some tea, and as this conversation is ongoing, he's pulled out his spell
How
slash
are you eating?
sketchbook and huh?
You're a marionette.
Oh, can I not eat?
They do not require food or drink.
Okay, can I at least enjoy it? Can I enjoy a nice?
Have you
sip of-
ever seen AI, artificial intelligence? You know what?
No,
Oh, that seems haunting.
Yeah,
No, don't
that's
bring
what would
that-
happen if you
don't
try
bring
and
that in
eat.
here.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, don't worry. Basically, his
Yeah.
gear, like the robot kid's gears, get jammed from eating vegetables.
Oh well, I was just thinking of him just drinking tea or something.
No. Cannot eat or drink. You don't have a digestive system.
What about oil?
No.
Why do you say it like that?
Yeah, how
Getting body
inconsiderate.
modifications specifically to be able to enjoy tea. Anyway, yeah, if that's the case, then Blanche is just taking out his spell slash sketchbook and is just sketching the lounge area to keep himself busy.
Well, Mordenkainen will get up first. This day has left me thoroughly exhausted. My mage sisters, I would recommend you also get some rest as well. And he will go upstairs.
As
Quite the-
Mordenkainen goes upstairs, Echo will go, well, now that he's gone and he doesn't talk over all of you, what do you all think of us? Because he loves to tell us what he thinks of us, but what do you all think of us?
Well, I would have to agree with Mordenkainen. I am getting quite tired myself.
Oh.
We can continue our
Ah.
conversations in the morning. No worries. Rowan's already getting up. I gotta contact some people real quick.
Oh.
But
I'm
no,
guessing they don't like us.
No, you're
Reflection
fine.
at its
You're
finest.
fine. We're just very tired. Celestial will
I know,
say.
Echo will just kind of... Echo will
It's
just
a
kind
full.
of giggle.
It's a fool's errand to worry too terribly much about what others think of you.
I think they like me.
Mordenkainen surely does. Perhaps you're his type.
I mean,
Tasha will just
I was
walk
being
by you and leave.
sarcastic. I was being sarcastic, witch.
I'm good, you know.
Yeah, I think.
I'm
I
good,
think.
you know what I'm
I
capable
don't
of,
think.
sweetheart. Probably
I
you.
don't think Tasha is the person you want to call a bitch.
No, witch.
I
I said
do
witch.
not-
He said witch.
Okay. Okay.
So, Illustrial will get up last. Would you guys like to see the starscape?
oh, that would be lovely. I do like stars.
Absolutely.
Is that not where we are right now?
Oh, no, not at all. We're just upstairs in the sanctum. All the
Oh.
rooms are taken up here by Throwan, Mordenkainen, and Tasha. And even then, there wouldn't be enough room for any of you in them. So, I'll have to open up the starscape. And she'll go over here to a mirror and take out a key with a unicorn symbol on the end of it and click it into the mirror, and the mirror shimmers and turns into a door. Come now.
Echo will take some bread rolls and put them in a napkin.
Vincent seemed like he enjoyed his meal, although although it looks like he's kind of choking up a bit, like something's on
Oh.
his mind as he's eating.
How is that
Mhm.
whole eating thing? Tea always smells really good.
Mm,
It's alright. Friday will say and pat you on the back.
It's okay.
I know I've heard some artifices. I heard some artifices make fake stomachs. Perhaps you could get one of those installed.
Maybe.
I don't
All
know,
you
it's
need
kind
is a
of
flesh
weird.
tongue. Hey, those are very
Oh,
popular.
what?
Yeah.
Mm.
You hear a lot of things when you take jaunts around. Especially in the
I
flesh
see.
market, they were selling some weird tongues. But
Interesting.
Do androids need to eat?
yeah, you're more biological than your machine.
But
You
now.
know, I heard that if you devour a dragon's tongue, it'll give you the ability to speak to animals.
Incorrect.
Sounds like an old wives' tale to me.
Oh, it most definitely is, Illustria will say. Oh, trust me, the amount of people that have tried to ingest things that they shouldn't ended up in as monstrosities is very high. But anyways, welcome to the Starscape.
I'll say not.
Because you walk through this mirror right here, and you find yourselves on a floor, like on a room floor, and you look outside these windows, and you see nothing but stars, as far as the eye can see. This is the Starscape. It's an extension of the Sanctum. It's connected more to the Astral Sea. Its own little protected pocket.
I think Blanche just stares out the window for a good solid minute or so, hanging back, tears welling up in his eyes.
Oh, Echo's just staring at it like, just kind of like, just a sense of wonder. Just like a small smile.
But over
his
here,
face.
is the privy, for the restrooms. There are a plethora of rooms that you can use to your liking. Over here, there is a dining and meeting room. I love to host food. Meals, of course. And there are various amount of rooms that you can take care of. And there are 2 baths. But there's a place that you can find in Sigil that I can give you access to. That is quite nice to take a more relaxing bath in. And as an added security bonus, she'll create a copy of the key and give it to Echo. Should you find yourselves in danger there in the multiverse and you need a place to rest and it's not safe enough, find a mirror or any reflective surface, and you can simply turn the key in there and we'll open up a gateway to the Starscape. However, if you do this, it takes some time to recharge.
Echo has been designated the most responsible member
The
of
most
the party.
sane member of
Congrats.
the party.
I'm perfectly
What?
sane.
It's normal to talk to a weird shadow man in your head.
But
We need to buy a mirror.
it needs to be a big mirror. Like a full body mirror.
Octavia can carry a full body mirror around, can't you? We'll just turn it into a tower
yeah.
shield.
It's very assumptive.
Ooh.
Assumptuous.
If needed, we can just find, I don't know, a puddle that I could freeze, or a lake, or just, water.
Vincent's literally. Most of you guys are. Thank God. All these people are weird. Thank God I'm the only sane. I'm the most normal person here. And then Echo's in the
Echo's the
corner
one in the
thinking
corner
about
with Fanta.
Minecraft. Yeah, yeah, the fancy commercial. But Illustrial will
Elevator
say,
music.
now, I need to go check in on some things before I go to bed. But feel free to take any room you like. And I look forward to working with all of you. Any allergies or anything like that?
Yes,
I'm allergic to
actually
peanuts. Elder will hold his head up. Tragic.
Not a big fan of fire.
Okay.
Blanche looks at the sheer amount of candles and lamps and sconces and the fireplace right behind.
That's literally what Illustrial's thinking. But if you have any allergies, let me know. I'll make sure breakfast is nice and ready early in the morning. And we'll be able to have you take tomorrow to prepare for going to the Underdark.
Oh,
If
thank
I
you.
say I'm allergic to morning
again.
Canaan, can you do something about that?
What was that?
I said, if I say I'm allergic to morning Canaan, can you do something about that?
Fortunately not. He might be odd. He's been through a lot. He hasn't really been himself since, so you have to be a little patient with him. some of his eccentricities. He means well. The fact that he took a keen interest in any of you, that's a compliment.
Oh. Well,
Mhm.
if anything, Illustrial, thank you for giving us a place to stay.
Of course. And you hear a sound like a boom, 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 boom. Oh, that's my wife calling. And she takes out a little hand mirror and she starts walking away. Hi, dear. I was water deep. She just
my bird.
Is this bookcase actually here?
Yeah.
Yeah, Blanche will walk over, grab a couple books off of the shelf, and will tuck them under one arm, wave at the others, and just go into this first room.
You
The
hear a
baby. Oh.
as waddling through the mirror on his little feetsies. Womp, 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 womp.
Come here, come here. I'll just like pick him up and just pet him and just go, oh, did you get left behind? Did we close the door behind you? I'm sorry. We'll put him in
I
my
love
pouch.
him. I love him, but I'm still strangely fucking terrified of him.
Oh, yeah. All
I
right.
mean, yeah.
Pridel's gonna be
He's a
like,
baby.
well, I'll talk to you all, soon. The roll
All right.
just goes in here.
Everyone's leaving.
Blanche,
Tries to pet Sweet Roll again.
Blanche will take one look around this room, see that it's not to his liking, and walk past over to this one.
Oh, as Eldon goes, oh, okay.
How does Sweet Roll feel about Laz trying to pet him?
He tries to bite
I mean,
you.
Echo would let you. Echo would probably just go, no biting, friend. I'll roll an animal handling to teach Sweet Roll not to bite Laz. Can I do that?
You may certainly try.
Have
Come
you
on, little
tried?
fella, I'm really friendly.
Nope. He loves to bite you.
He tries to eat your whole hand.
I have some bad news for you. It's not exactly organic.
Pulls his mouth off. He swallowed up to your elbow, by the way.
Hate that.
He's just a feisty little fella.
Feel free to take your rooms.
Yeah. Echo will try and take a room, if I can get a hold of one.
There should be enough rooms for everyone.
I'm sleep on the couch.
You're gonna sleep on the
You're
couch?
not sleeping on the
Yeah.
couch, you're sleeping in a room.
You will sleep in a bed.
Please don't sleep on the couch directly outside my room. That is frightening as hell.
Oh, I didn't realize it was...
Octavia, do you
Vince
want one
just
of
asleep
the...
at the desk.
Echo will just call out to Octavia, did you want one of the solo rooms, or did you want the bunks?
Bed's a bed. Wherever you want more.
Okay. Well. Alright, I just... Okay.
I understand. Thank you.
These rooms are too nice.
They're very nice. The beds are the
I don't like it.
comfiest beds any
Yeah,
of
Echo
you
just...
have. And these are the comfiest beds that any of you have been in.
I don't
Echo
like
will
it. Makes
just
me
go,
feel safe.
I kinda care, so I'm gonna take this one, if you don't care.
You know, Octavia doesn't
Right.
matter. It's really up to you.
I think once Blanche is alone and he sees how big the bed is and the second pillow, he'll just sigh and move the second larger pillow to where it's just right behind his back to provide some sense of familiarity and comfort.
Man, Vincent is indecisive.
He's looking around. He saw the middle one and was like, that's too big for me. When the other one, it's efficient. But then he moves to the bunks and realizes, yeah, I could put a lot of stuff in here.
Congratulations, Goldilocks.
They're just they're not
That's
they're not
right.
bunk beds, they're just regular beds.
Yeah, but Vincent doesn't need all that space.
Alright.
He likes being a cozy little guy.
Mm.
As sleep takes you, Echo,
Echo what?
you find
Echo
yourself
dies.
floating in a void of stars in space. A familiar place to you. Well then, quite interesting, wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
See the shadowy visage stand before you, obscured in a purple aura.
Oh, yes, I seem to have found myself in quite some circumstances.
Indeed, you have. But
But I
circumstances that you should follow. They would benefit you greatly in the largest scale of things.
true. Ah, I
That
do feel
rod
like
would be best in your possession. The others are capable casters and marshals, from what I can glean. But you would be able to rive its full benefit.
I mean, if that's what you wish, I will do it. You haven't led me astray yet.
No, I have not. Keep an
Well,
eye on these individuals. I sense that most of them only care for themselves.
oh, they all have their own goals, that's for sure. But I'm pretty sure with enough talk and in turn aiding them, I can fit in quite nicely. That's what I always do.
I hope so. You have great potential as you always have.
Do you think what that Mordenkainen fellow said was true? That I might learn something about myself before you found me?
I believe that that is possible. After all, secrets are meant to be uncovered, not hidden. And there are many secrets throughout this world that want for discovery.
Leave no stone unturned.
Of course.
Oh, I might try and get one of them to do a reading. I can learn a lot from that.
Indeed, perhaps more than you anticipate. But it will be best to keep that darker desire that is within you at bay. I can only do so much to prevent it.
Well,
The rest is in your control.
hopefully. Well, come to that, we all have our own rooms at least. And they all seem wary enough to keep everything locked. I should be fine, and I'll try my best not to let the worst come over me when facing our foes.
That is necessary. You find yourself no longer floating in that void space, instead back in your bed. And at the end of your bed, you see coming out of the aura, out of the shadows, your patron.
Oh?
Long blonde hair, wearing ornate purple robes with gold-plated shoulder pauldrons and a red diamond in the center. After all, we're friends, aren't we?
Ah.
Of course.
And I
I've
always
seen
know
it.
what's best for you.
You haven't led me astray yet.
Of course not. Find this rod, and I believe you will be whole again.
Right. Good. I would. That would be good. Ah. Thank you. Again. Without you, we wouldn't have saved that. Well, I wouldn't have known to rush in to save that. Wizard, lad, spellcaster. So. And we wouldn't have ended up here. And we wouldn't be looking for the rod, so. Yeah, all good.
Of course. Let's see how this journey plays out. And I think you will have an excellent time. And he'll walk away, leaving a trail of purple energy before dissipating into it.
I will say a quick thing Octavia does before she goes to bed.
Mm-hmm.
She'll reach into her bag and pull out a wrapped item. She'll go to the other bed, gently unwrap it, and place down a broken blade on the pillow. And then lay down and just, before she goes to bed, just say more to herself. Just kind of go to bed.
Okay. You all gain the benefits of a long rest.
Yippee!
Echo tucks Sweet Roll on some pillows and like.
Well protected. Giant watermelon
Yeah,
bird. What could go wrong?
Yeah, he has like a bunch of pillows. Neko makes him a little pillow nest.
Yep.
Do we have to make perception checks? How loud is Vincent?
These rooms are soundproof.
Oh, so yeah, so we don't even.
Suffering is optional.
Suffering is optional.
Damn.
But in the morning, you all wake up and come out of your rooms. Most of you. But Echo, you're feeling reinvigorated after your patron, Vance, spoke with you. You haven't seen him in a while. Only hearing his voice.
Yeah, Echo looks like he got like a great night's sleep, just kind of just ready to start the day, kicking his little pep in his step.
I'll definitely say Vel and Echo, you see Octavia kind of wrapping something up and putting in her bag when she gets up in the morning, walking down the hall.
Oh, did you take leftovers too? I ate mine last night.
Oh, I should have taken
Sure,
leftovers.
yeah.
That's a good idea.
Definitely some leftovers. Nothing else.
Well, now it sounds like you took something else. Did you take silverware? It was nice.
Good morning, everyone. It's hard to tell that it's morning,
That's
but
it.
feels like morning. I need to get my glasses repaired as soon as possible. I will tell you, thankfully I'm far-sighted, but it is giving me quite the headache. And first thing you notice as you all come out, Rydell is already out there, just sharpening his daggers. His cloak is off and his overshirt is off, and he's just in like a tank top. And over his left arm, you notice that there is a set of black bandages wrapped around from the wrist to the elbow. And then he's just sharpening his chained blades.
before we notice Kreidel, at the mention of his glasses, Echo will walk up to Eldon and will just kind of go,
You're very close.
Can I see your glasses?
I don't have them, unfortunately.
Oh, you lost them. You
They-
said they were broken.
They broke them. They took them off my. One of the cultists took them off my face and threw them on the ground and said, "Oh, do you need these to see?" And stomped on them and crushed them.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know how to mend things with magic. I was
Cultists
gonna
are
repair them for you.
cultists are dicks.
Yeah, they are.
I think that's where they get in
Yes.
cults.
Yes, they are.
Morning, all of you. I sleep in pretty deep.
Vincent's still getting ready. I hope he's okay.
More than likely. Had some screaming out through the night, but hey.
What?
I'm
That
sure
seems
it's
normal.
fine. You're adventurers. You're bound to all go through rather unfortunate events.
Huh.
I mean,
Oh, no, I had a good
I
night.
survived Barovia, Elturel falling into Avernus, but does not mean that I was happy-go-lucky the whole time. Hell, one of my companions, Delena, a wild magic sorcerer, she stabbed me in Barovia. She thought I was her brother, tried to kill me. Ah, that was fucking haunting. More than the werewolves.
Is that why you have the bandages?
Oh, no. That's a different injury. But,
I'm a decent healer if you...
Oh,
need.
no, it's fine. After all, this is something I have to deal with myself.
Okay.
Let's
well,
just say... I have to pay my dues. And, this opportunity is actually exactly what I was looking for, so I might be able to take care of a couple of problems. Find some of my friends, deal with my injury, you know, that kind of stuff.
Oh, Vincent, Blanche, you're both awake. Did you sleep well? Crandall said he heard screaming.
Vincent's just leaning on a
Ow.
wall.
Your check your
It sounds
mic
like a
settings.
fan.
Yeah, it sounded like a fan.
It's on the other side of the room.
I think the mic might have changed then. But, well, like I said, I don't sleep
Well,
much.
no.
I don't need to sleep much. 4 hours is good for me. Same
I'm
here.
all right. All right enough, at least. Just lonely, I suppose, is the best way to put it. We've got better things to worry about, though.
Oh, well, if you're lonely, I mean, you could share a room with Vincent or Octavia.
Blanche will just shake his head and walk over to the rest of the group.
It's fine.
Vincent's
I know
still-
it's traveler anyways.
Always room
Vincent's
with me,
the-
buddy.
That was a joke. Laugh.
No. What did Vincent say?
Vincent's leaning on a wall. He didn't get the best sleep, but he is well rested enough. At least for the average overworked doctor.
Blanche will walk over to Vincent and will extend his arm and say, "Do you need a hand?"
I should be fine on my own. Just need
Alright.
a moment.
All right then.
All right, well, I'm sure the mage lady made some breakfast, so might as well take
Yes.
advantage of that.
Yes, perhaps some breakfast will cheer you all up. We're all so dour.
It's the
Give me a
adventurer
bowl of
life.
bacon.
This is my default state.
This is also kind of my default state. I'm sorry. I'm trying.
I think it just gets to us all.
It's not the adventure lifestyle that's getting to me.
But
Mainly the abundance of mages for me.
you make your way downstairs, and there is a decent breakfast spread for all of you. Good morning. And Illustrial herself is out of her wizard's robes, like her usual golden robes. She's instead wearing like a button up long sleeve shirt, but the sleeves are rolled up. She's wearing an apron that says "Sage this mage," and her hair is completely up in a bun, and she's got like some flour on her arms and a little bit of her face, and she's wearing just like a long skirt.
I learned recently the hard way the importance of aprons when cooking.
I hope you will enjoy. Some of this lightly enchanted, but I made most of it myself. I like to make my food instead of conjure it. Might be the daughter of the goddess of magic, but I enjoy a more practical stuff. Please
It's
enjoy.
very good. Thank you.
It's like pancakes, like like the standard British breakfast, and like any nice breakfasts out there. Even like a more like Eastern meal of like fish and rice is on to the side. Just a bunch of different breakfast options for anyone.
Oh yeah, Octavia's having a little bit of everything.
And there's coffee, tea.
Laz will
Blanche,
oh, go on.
You go ahead.
Laz will pull out a little black book and write something in it, and anyone like behind him or beside him would see he just writes down Illustrial's name and then next to it, Good Mage.
Literally, yep. I mean,
You
hey,
made me food. I
literally
would die for you.
the daughter of the goddess of magic, and she's pretty alright. She's not as bad as her rooming mother.
Looks at Laz like,
This bitch
Just-
don't go.
huh.
She's hotter than her mom too, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Blanche
Yeah.
will start sketching a still life of one of the pancake stacks.
I have to go back to trail rations after this. I'm never going to be happy with that.
Oh, I'm sure we can do a few I can give you a few cooking lessons here and there. And, well, depending on how all this goes, maybe you guys can come back and visit sometimes.
Ooh, that would
Kind
be
of-
lovely.
It does get a
I
little
wouldn't say
lonely.
no.
Gonna miss us when we're gone?
I mean, for certain. I mean, right now it's the busiest it's ever been. I can entertain guests here and there, but usually it's just me and my wife. But she's usually gone on missions.
Oh, who is your wife, by the way?
Oh, she's lovely. Her name is Melania. Melena.
Malena? Do we know that name?
No.
Well, she sounds lovely, and thank you for your hospitality.
Yes, she's taking care of something in Waterdeep right now. She used to be an adventurer, but she retired from that lifestyle. She more mentors people now.
Oh, well, that's sweet.
I do truly appreciate the hospitality, and I can understand the feeling of loneliness, I suppose. It's he'll sort of run a hand through his hair. It's strange. As long as I can remember, I've never been truly alone, and yet right now it's as though I've never been more alone.
Well, once you're done with breakfast, I can give you a quick tour of the sanctum, and then I can let you guys do some errands for the day. Introduce you to some people.
Hmm.
You're all Cridle. It's not your first time in Sigil, is it? No, it's not. I've only been through here twice or so now. Good, then you can take them where I need them to go. Okay. Sure, yeah. I can do that for you. I would also like to go out and see the sights, as it were, and some of the shops. Especially if there's any good bookshops or scroll places. There are indeed. But, you finish your meal and make your way back downstairs.
Blanche will hand over his stack of still life pancakes to Echo.
Like the picture or the pancakes?
No,
themselves?
the pancakes he was using as a drawing
Oh.
reference.
Okay, 'cause
Here, you can eat this, right? And it's just a sheet of paper with like really realistic pancakes drawn out.
But yes, this is the general area. This is my main living room. Over here, where we inadvertently summoned you. That... this is the workspace. And you see a desk covered in paperwork and books sits in the middle of this work area, and nearby are curio cabinets filled with magical trinkets, everything from necklaces and brooches to sparkling stones and shoes. And as I said, you're free to borrow an item from there before you head to the Underdark each. Just, to a certain degree. So you can only borrow a rare item from her right now. And over here is my favorite. We're in the parlor, and that over there is my garden. Tended to it with some magics here and there to make sure they get the proper sunlight that they need, but I water them all myself. Of course, right over here this is the library, and you see gleaming floor-to-ceiling bookshelves filled with leather-bound tomes that wrap up the sanctum's west end, while marble pillars hold up vaulted ceilings to the east, and spiral staircases in the corner lead upwards. Those go to some of the rooms and the lounge. Feel free to borrow any books. We have a plethora of my collection of rare books. They're not magical, but you can use them to research various topics. So, above board, the books in the Starscape basic books, just literature. These are the books you want to read. They have information on magic, on spells, on worlds and other info like pantheons and gods. But if you research as part of your downtime in the library, there is a chance that you can learn everything you wish to know, and you have advantage on recalling information that you've learned from these books. And that's really all. Upstairs is my room, Tasha's room, Mordenkainen's room, and Frowen's room. Oh, and Lazarus.
Yeah.
This is from Mordenkainen, and it's a letter as she walks up to you and gives you a small letter with a wax seal on it.
He'll open it.
Meet me in my room. Tonight. Alone. Mordenkainen.
Hey, yo.
Laz will just say out loud, "Oh,
Hey, yo.
how forward."
And then the letter burns up.
Oh, spicy.
Knew he liked me, but not that much.
Maybe Tasha was right. Maybe you're just his type. Anyways, over here to the die, you're all ready to check out a few of the shops and places that you can go. Many of them are my good friends, so be nice to them. You can't go too far in Sigil, or the Lady of Pain will notice very quickly and rend you from existence, and we quite need you on this journey. So don't get her attention and become nothing but particles. He smiles.
She sounded lovely.
Oh, she's something.
I'm nothing if not subtle.
Right.
Giant orc woman, I will be as subtle as possible.
You are. I say this as someone who is also not very subtle. Our entire lot is about as subtle as a male peacock during mating season.
Oh my.
I have
Anyways,
a spell for that.
enjoy.
You went right to the throat with that one.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to beat around
Oh,
the bush. I do not think
and
anyone
before
here
you
is
go,
capable.
if you, by any chance, see individuals that look familiar, just be wary. We're in Sigil, and you now know what shards are, so if someone seems familiar, they might not actually be the person you know. So keep that in mind. This happens a lot. And believe me, the amount of times that people have attacked a shard for money, or for some kind of slight against them, is astounding. Cradle will just mumble.
And how common is it for people to... Never mind.
Cradle just mumbles. Apparently in your guys' world, my shard is a cowardice thief who gets hives from being touched by women.
Oh, that sounds like a right horrible destiny for you, doesn't it?
It's kind of bad for the reputation. But yes,
Hmm.
you'll be shunted through and outside of a magical shop.
Which shop is this?
You see a sign that says Credence's Curios.
Walking on in.
Yep.
Curious.
And Cradle will say, "This is Credence's Curios." Goes through some little note cards that Illustrial definitely made for him. Credence is an enchanter and also sells magical items. And can make custom ones with enough time.
How quaint.
And as you walk in, passing you, "Excuse me," you hear in your heads as a mind flayer walks by you with a parcel.
Curious?
Oh, that's very commonplace here. You might see some
Blanche will-
monsters or otherwise that you'd think would be nefarious, but they exist in peace here. You'll see demons
will-
drinking with
Quite
angels.
fascinating.
Blanche will have politely stepped aside and held out his hand in a gesture of go right ahead.
And they're not on the floor, they're just floating out.
Yeah.
And you see in a
Oh.
glass beaker on their belt a bunch of mind flayer tadpoles in it. And
Aww.
Cridle just winces. Those are
Huh.
not fun.
Curious.
Yeah, they're not fun when they go up your eye.
They're
Up
just
your
taking
eye?
kids out for up your eye. Ugh.
Yeah,
They're just taking their
my
kids out for
friend
a
got
shopping
lucky and
trip
it
or
went up
something
his
like that.
nose. And he said, "That tickles," before he passed out.
God, of course.
Your
Huh.
friend seems like a character.
He's very famous, more famous than me. But as
Well,
you
we
walk
don't know
in,
him, but we know you, so that means something.
just a moment, don't worry. And coming out, you see this individual. My apologies, I was just taking care of someone, don't mind me.
Oh no, he's hot!
Hey, Koi.
Out walks the most gorgeous man
Hey,
people
Koi.
have seen.
Remember
Yeah.
So
him?
fucking pretty. He's so fucking pretty. He's so fucking pretty.
You
I
see...
feel like I do.
You've activated the Lapis
Oh
sleeper
no, you
agent.
killed me. Oh no.
I know. I know. I heard the voice. I'm very annoyed already.
Koi fought them in their shard in fucking whirlwinds.
I hate it.
You see a muscular man with dark eyes and silver irises come out. He is very muscular. He's wearing a half robe. So one side is covered, and then the other you just see his white shirt underneath it. And he's got a staff on his back. Welcome to Credence's Curios. My name's Credence. How are you?
You might want to adjust where the handout is on your screen.
Oh.
Because it's cut off.
Yep, my name is Credence. How are you?
Could be better,
Do
all things
you-
considered. But that is neither here nor there. Do you have a diamond worth at least 1,000 gold pieces?
I'm pretty sure I do. Let me check my stock. Looks like I'm out at the moment. Diamond prices have been going up quite a bit all across the lands. Hard to get them in. So even when I get some, they might be a little high price. Higher than their actual value. My apologies, but I can put you on a list of interested individuals and give you a ring once I have some in stock.
Please do, and make sure it's as soon as possible.
I can certainly
can't
try.
really- And one more thing, as I will need the actual value to be of at least 1,000 gold pieces.
Oh
I'm
no,
willing to-
definitely. I just might have to sell it to you for a higher price.
And that's fine. It's rather important. Thank
right,
you.
right, no worries, no worries. And by the way, you may add... $9,000 gold each. Your coin purses, as in another thing that would have happened would be that Illustria would have made sure that your payment was collected from Lord Neverember, so that was given to you all.
What do we get?
9,000 gold.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't hear. Thing cut out. Oh, I have so much gold now.
Do you have any healing potions?
Oh, I don't sell healing potions here. You'll want to go to the apothecary.
Hmm.
I sell magic items. That's about it. I make magic
Wow.
items too.
What's some fun stuff you have?
What kind of stuff are you looking for?
Weapons and armor, usually.
Oh, I don't sell many magic weapons. Mostly staffs and brooms and the like. Wands. You're gonna want to go to Blades of the Multiverse for that kind of stuff. I abhor violence.
Cool.
A lot of killing. Just puts a shiver down my spine.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Insight check.
Sure.
He's got a trustable face. Why wouldn't you trust that face?
Perhaps in another world he may be a murderous madman that can summon an earth elemental.
Uh-huh.
What's
Uh-huh.
Oddly specific.
what's what's this thing right here?
What do you... Oh, the
What?
flower? Oh, that's a lovely piece. That's an infested cultist skull.
A what?
Oh, it's quite simple, really. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it.
I remember that thing.
Yeah, Astiel has one in Royal Flush.
I have one.
Yeah, you have one too. And you will see, Blanche. Yes. A skull with flowers growing out of the top of it. It has 7 petals. While holding it, you can use an action to pluck a petal to cast the Blight spell with your spell save DC. And the skull grows 1d4 plucked petals daily at dawn. If you pluck the last petal, the skull crumbles to dust and is destroyed.
Yeah, Blanche will kind of a little bit and
But it is cursed.
yeah. Is there a this is planning in the long term, but is there any types of gifts that Blanche can remember would be something suited to Salazar's tastes?
Not really from a magic shop.
Hmm.
That would be more personal. Like, not from a magic shop or anything like that, more homemade gifts or otherwise.
I see, I see. Okay, in that case, I think Blanche will sort of, stroke the stubble along his chin and, nod quietly to himself, and will, walk over here. Basil does reach out, like, sort of extending towards the petals, and Blanche will lightly tug the eyelash viper away and say, "No, the last thing we need is to have to actually purchase that. Please do not bite it."
Oh, yeah, no worries, friend.
You said you sell brooms.
Oh, mostly, yeah. Their effectiveness, you'd be better off with
Oh.
boots of flying if you were looking to fly. And
But that
inconvenience
requires
people.
me to, that
What?
requires me to attune to them. I would have to be attuned to one.
Yeah, nothing in this life is free,
Boots.
unfortunately.
But a broom, I don't have to be attuned to. I could just sit on it, haul it.
Be rather
much?
uncomfortable. Let me see if I have any others in availability. That's just a display broom. Doesn't really do anything.
Knocker, don't do this to me. How dare you?
I'm rolling fairly.
He can't say I sell brooms and then be out of brooms. False advertising.
You'd be surprised. I don't have a broom right now, but I can buy one for you for your next visit.
No, it's maybe we'll see.
Okay.
If
But
it has a seat.
not many of them do. It would cost you extra.
Oh, that's fine.
Do you have any bags of holding?
Of course. 500 gold.
Okay. I'll just take 2 then.
Alright then. Just, make sure you keep them away from each other.
Of course.
This is a bit strange, but how much would a custom magic item cost? And Blanche will walk back over to the front desk and will lean forward. Yeah, he will cast message and point at Credence and say, there's someone very special to me that isn't with me presently, and I was hoping I could get a custom bound book that would animate my drawings so that he can see my journey.
It would cost quite a bit. It's a very
How
specific
much?
magic. You're looking at about 15,000 gold pieces, and probably a month worth of work.
Can I pay in increments? Like, can I put a down payment right now and continue to pay as I get more gold? I could pay in full right now if needed, but I'm not trying to scam you or not give you your money's worth.
Maybe a persuasion check. "21. Perhaps. I'll think about it. Give me a couple of days if that's alright."
That's fine. Perhaps even by then you might get some diamonds in stock as well.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Cat. For Veloctor, this fella has the dust and the haversack.
Oh. I was looking for a haversack and some dust of vanishing. What would that cost?
Both of those together, you're looking at 8,000 gold.
Oh. Alright, I guess I better grab them now, just so I don't forget.
Very well, you can add those items to your inventory. I do have some unique items in my repertoire. Something I got from across the plains, as it were. Couple of things, actually. And he will pull out a big old box first and open it up. And you guys see a mirror. But then you look closely, and it's a shield. He has a Reflection shield. One of the 6 that exist.
How convenient.
Which it's a +3 bonus to AC, and it adds your full dex mod. It has the Reflect ability. It has 6 charges. As a reaction to yourself or a target within 50 feet being hit with an attack or a spell, you can expend a charge to reflect it back onto the creature. The creature takes the damage rolled, and if the effect is a spell, they immediately fail the save and are under the effect of said spell, including damage. Alternatively, you can absorb the attack or ability in the mirror to study for use. So, like, you could study it and write it down and learn that ability as a feat, or you could release it at any time within a week. And then the best you, which probably none of you are going to be able to accomplish this part. If you put a total of 99,999 worth of diamonds in the mirror, it will carry out the wish spell.
Huh.
And this shield can be worn on your arm, back, or once attuned, transform into a piece of jewelry that occupies your entire torso, arms, or legs. I'd be willing to part with this as part of a bigger sale. I don't really like it. Especially something that boasts a wish here in Sigil. Those are dangerous to cast here, so I'd be willing to pawn it off a little bit quicker. But then I also have these.
You could turn that shield into like a nice set of like metal lacing and dangly things like you might see on a dancer. That'd be cute.
And the other thing is he'll pull out a pair of gauntlets. Deep black leather with fur on the inside, fingerless ends, but there are plates on the fingers, just the fingertips are exposed. And they're vibrating slightly. These are magnetite gauntlets. They have a passive ability, Draconic Magnetism. They attract anything made of metals or ores within 25 feet. And you can use an action to pull those objects towards the gauntlet. If it's an enemy's weapon, they make a strength save. But anything that you are holding cannot be taken from your hand or dropped from them by any means except yourself. And they have an ability called Magnetic Repulse. As a reaction to a melee attack against you with a weapon the gauntlets react to, so a metal weapon or otherwise, you can send a magnetic pulse of 10 feet, to count spears and glaives and all that, towards your attacker, causing them disadvantage on the attack roll. If the attack still hits, you reduce the damage by 2d6 plus your proficiency bonus, and you can use this a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus per combat encounter. So example, your proficiency bonus is 4. You can use this in 4 combats, anytime you have a reaction available. And Magnetic Burst, on a successful attack once per turn, you deal an additional 5d6 force damage, but the item is cursed. These can only be attuned by martials, such as a Blood Hunter, Barbarian, Cleric of the Protector's style, Fighter, Monk, or Ranger.
Those are fun.
Mm-hmm. But other than that, I have a few nice items. Got anti-magic armor. I've got some nice bows, some other nice armor pieces that I worked with my friend over at Blades of the Multiverse. Got a few cloaks and rings.
Would Octavia be able to do the magnetite gauntlet?
Yes, you would. I said a Blood Hunter would count.
Okay, sorry.
And how much is the shield?
Reflection?
Yeah.
He's willing to sell it as long as you buy one item for the he will sell it for the price of 5,000 gold, because he wants to get rid of it, but you have to buy another item at least. Not counting bells, like dust. He's gonna count whatever you guys buy, but you need to buy something nice.
Does anyone else
Yeah.
want that? Because I really want that.
How much is the gauntlets?
Magnetite gauntlets are 7,000 gold.
Blanche is willing
I'll
to
take
pay in full for the custom magic item if it'll get other people what they want
Yeah,
here.
it has to be something that you can take home today.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Uh,
The only 2 armors that he has, Astiel. But I caught that. Right here, let us, please. He has anti-magic armor and armor of the fallen. The armor of the fallen looks like this. This can be any type of armor. But while wearing this armor, you can cast Speak with Dead or Animate Dead once per dawn. and it's connected to your soul. And then the anti-magic armor does this. It brings up the whole thing. While wearing this armor, you can use a reaction to give you advantage on a saving throw against a spell. Once this property is used, it cannot be used until next dawn. In addition, while wearing this armor, you can use it to cast anti-magic field once per dawn.
Oh my god. Laz is frothing at the mouth.
It's alright.
Lock a caster in a room with us and that, and it's all over.
Locked in here with me.
Indeed. Also has some giant items, which are really fun. I even have a replica of Big B's beneficent bracelet. And of course I've got some bloodshed blades, and I got the crown of the Wrathbringer, Elverclaw's glow rune pigments, for the people that like painting.
How much is the anti-magic armor?
Anti-magic armor? How much money you got?
Currently I have 25,000.
It would be around 20,000 gold. And I've got, this. I finished enchanting it. But of course, the person that was gonna buy it, they bailed out. He pulls out a musket. It's a triple-barreled musket.
Why you gotta do this to me?
This is the Lucent Destroyer. Double checking something. Oh yeah, I also have these. And he will pull out these little guys.
Aww.
The figurines of wondrous power of the prehistoric variety.
I love them.
You can summon dinosaurs with.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I love them so much.
I love the loot this person has. Oh my god.
He also has a Thunderbus.
That sounds dangerous.
But yeah, anything that you guys would like to buy from here, or would you like to go to the next store? Or would you like to tour the stores, then come back and buy certain things?
Probably tour the store.
It'd probably be best to tour.
Buy
think I
anything
could
you
buy-
are eyeing right now, for sure. And then...
So the shield is 5,000,
as long as you buy it with something.
and the armor is 20,000.
Correct.
That's exactly how much money I have. Oh god. I think I'm gonna do that actually.
Okay. And for the
Vincent's just gonna get more
two X, so 4 bags of holding?
Yeah, we can get the corpse bag mixed in with the equipment bag.
Uh-huh. Okay, so that will be another 500 gold from you, Astiel.
Do you mean 1,000?
Oh, right, that is correct. What are you thinking, Jonny?
I think I'm gonna do it.
Alright. Which anti-magic armor would you like?
I don't want anything that gives me disadvantage on stealth.
So I would recommend breastplate. Yeah, breastplate would probably be what you would want to get.
Yeah, we're gonna do breastplate.
That's right. Go ahead and add anti-magic
Um,
armor breastplate.
Does he buy items?
No. The other magic store does.
Okay.
Eldon will go up, make some purchases, walk back. Alright, whenever you're ready, we can go to the next shop, and you can always come back. Got a whole day.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Vincent just walks off with 4 bags of holding.
This is probably
4
the
bags of
happiest you've-
holding.
Oh
You can
wait,
make so
4
many
bags of
black holes
holding?
with that.
Yep.
I am concerned.
Whatever
I'm
will
perpetually
Vincent do.
broke.
For the first time, you
Well,
guys see
remember,
a genuine
You got
joy
money
in
from
Lass's
the
face.
other thing, you spent your money to get the wings of flying, and then you got 9,000 gold.
And then I spent money on the haversack and the dust.
Well, you can always sell some items you're not using at the next shop. Wink.
I don't know what items I'm not using at this point.
There's a few. I keep track.
I thought, well, I had a lot of items, but then when we transferred over, I lost a lot of items.
Yeah, no, but there were some other ones you picked up in the... What do you call it? In the demon place.
Oh boy.
The Ghost Market? The sticks?
Yeah, you guys did buy some stuff there.
No, not the corpse market. In their 0 point adventure.
Yeah, I may have
Oh.
just forgotten about some items.
There were
but
some other tools and stuff like that there that were picked up. Right?
memory. memory.
That's
leak
why
issues.
it's so good to keep notes. Wink.
Long.
You make
Got us on that one.
you find
You'll
yourselves
never be able to
in
get
another-
to take notes.
You guys have a note thing that I made for y'all too, and it's barely touched here and there. But the next place you go to is a small building, but it's quite nice. All right, this is the collection. They're pretty nice in here as well. They buy, they sell, they trade, and they have a bit more variety on their items. Including some extra potions.
Potions, fella.
Could use some potions.
But potions of healing, we're gonna want to wait for the apothecary.
Oh, so these are more like the fun potions. Gone.
Yes. You make your way in. And it's a nice shop. There's like a bit of an upper area with some armors, other bracers and weapons. Like a minor amount of weapons, and then some shelves lined with trinkets and other oddities, some books, some staves, potions, other miscellaneous artifacts.
Is this just a shoe and some resin?
Yes.
Looks like someone split flop. Okay.
It's actually the Gygax sandal, because this is supposed to be a certain famous store. Welcome!
Oh! Okay, I recognize it. Okay.
Welcome! You see this individual. You see a draconic humanoid woman. Long, 2 sets of a coat and some robes on the side. Long red hair swept back and draconic scales on her face, draconic arms, and horns. Pleasure to meet you. My name is Vecna. And welcome to my collection. You all have quite a bit of item.
Right.
I see you're stunned by my presence. Do not worry.
Sorry, I just came back. I had to step out for a second. Ooh, I like their design a lot.
They're very pretty. Laz will say, this is the one that buys the items, right? She just said.
Yes, she buys items.
Is it just magical items or just items in general?
Magical items.
Magical items? Okay. He'll sort of walk forward and take off his cloak of elven kind and just looks at the rest of the party, saddened at the fact that he will never be quiet again.
You got a breastplate on.
You can scout ahead.
Oh,
Damn.
that's right. That's right.
No, we're just like he thinks he's gonna be able to scout ahead.
Scout ahead. You guys are gonna wipe out the encounters before they begin.
Here's the thing,
Yeah.
Laz is gonna be like, I'll scout ahead, and then he's gonna be like, well, how did they see me? And Echo's like, just standing there, like, no.
Oh yeah. Did you attune to Reflection and the armor yet?
Not yet. Can I?
You can.
I will do so.
You have the slots. Tell me what your AC bumps up to.
I'm unattuning from the cloak of elven kind and slippers of spider climbing.
Okay.
Go ahead and throw these on. My AC is currently 23.
Okay. Because it's adding your dex mod and the bonus from the shield and the breastplate. It gives you a nice juicy boost. Blake,
Can I?
Blake and Royal Flush, her AC went up to like 28 for a second,
It was beautiful.
and then it went back to
And
26
not
because we
corrupted
found
for
out there
me.
was a. Well, no, we found out it was supposed to be 26 because we had an extra bonus on you from something else.
Yeah.
Oh, I
messed
get
up.
it. So I see how it is when Blake wants to have her AC over her 26.
No, it's just
I
26.
can
Like
really get
26 is the math. Mark.
I
like the
I know,
maths.
I'm teasing.
So, example,
I-
if you were in a Blade song, your AC wouldn't go up.
Yeah,
If
I
it was
know,
our-
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
teasing.
Yes, Johnny, what is your
So the-
question?
The shield, it like can turn into things.
Yes.
Like, could I flavor it so that it like coats all of the metallic parts of his body in this like mirror crystal like sort of appearance?
Sure, you gotta get the art for it.
I
They don't look like
am.
Colossus.
Oh my god. He's a disco ball.
Echo's just gonna shine lights on you every now and then.
We just tie Laz
okay
like
with this.
off the roof and spin him around.
We'll do that next.
You
time
just
we
take
have
off your
dinner. We'll just
shoes
have
and it's
you on the
really awkward
ceiling.
because you don't have shoes anymore. You're now barefoot. Don't worry, actually, this works out because... Anyways,
Yeah.
you put your coat and your shoes up there. 20,000 gold.
All right.
He gives you 20,000 gold and takes the slippers and the coat.
Nice.
Echo's digging through. I'm seeing if I have anything Echo wants. So Echo doesn't have a lot of items.
You can buy stuff too.
Oh. Do you have anything that would benefit someone such as myself?
Something quite good for you, yes. And you blink and they're right next to you.
Oh, hi.
And holds out in their hands a crown. Circlet.
Oh, what is that?
This is the crown of whirling comets. The silver tiara with stellar iconography. While you wear the crown, the gems on the tiara's point detach and closely orbit your head. The crown has 6 charges for the following properties, which can be used while wearing the crown. Starflight. As a bonus action, you can spend 1 charge to gain the power of flight for 10 minutes.
Oh, I don't need boots.
For the duration, you gain a flying speed equal to your walking speed, and you can hover. While flying, you glow faintly with starlight. Starlight Strike. As an action, you can spend any number of charges to launch bolts of frigid starlight. You launch a number of bolts equal to the number of charges spent, and you can direct the bolts to one creature or several, so long as all creatures are within 120 feet of you. The bolts automatically strike their targets, and each bolt deals 2d4 cold damage. And as an action, you can spend free charges and cast Ice Storm.
Oh, okay. So it's like a wand of magic missile that lets me fly.
Yes.
That's awesome. That is so Echo.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And she
Okay.
cups the side of your face and traces a finger. It would be a good addition to your perfect frame. Such a lovely
been
thing
getting-
like you needs to be decorated and accessorized, no?
I've been getting a lot of compliments lately. One of you is going to make me blush.
And again, if you would want, I can buy you for my collection. I would certainly love to have a rarity such as yourself. I would take good care of you. Good meals, finest foods. Lovely clothes to dress you up in. And anything
Oh,
your
wow.
heart could desire.
Oh, now that sounds
And Laz, you
wonderful.
feel a draconic presence from this individual. Like
She was
heavy.
super
She is frumming
Can I-
with greed.
Could I use primeval awareness?
Sure.
I think listening into this, Blanche is going to turn on his heel and walk out the door. He seems rather upset listening to this.
So with this, I can detect if there is any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elemental, fae, fiends, or undead present within 1 mile of me.
Of course, there's a dragon right in front of you.
Yep. Okay. Hmm.
Something or their horde.
Yeah, that
I
sounds like a
don't-
great deal, honestly, Echo.
It does sound like out of character. Yes, it does sound like a great deal.
But
Uh,
I can sense
I can-
that you have tasks to complete. And looks at Krydle, who has got his daggers out, just showing them. And it would be remiss of me to remove you from such thing.
Yes,
But should you change your
unfortunately-
mind, it will slip you a stone.
Well, yes, I do have pressing matters and things that I must take care of. Though I do appreciate the offer. It's quite the deal. If I were in other circumstances, I may have taken you up on it.
The crown will
Just gives a
cost you.
cheeky little wink.
This crown will cost you 13,000 gold.
Ah, sure. And I'll give it to, we'll go ahead and pay.
It passes you over the gold. I mean, the crown. And we'll come
Okay.
up. Transaction complete.
Yeah. Echo will just put it on their head and then just kneel down to
And you
Sneakball
watch
and
as
just
it kind of merges with the sides of your head and kind of
oh ew.
like you'll see these little
Like
the little
it-
framework pieces are kind of connected to like you know, like in Cyberpunk and all that, and oddly enough kind of similar to how the metal pieces are in Vecna's face. Like it's
How
con-
dare
like
you.
these like nice accents on the sides of your head.
How dare you? You're gonna have to describe this to me. I don't know how this.
Look up
I don't-
Vecna 2024 and you'll see how his gold pieces come in. Krita will also purchase something and walk out.
Oh, Stop it! How
but
dare you?
but nicer. Like not stuck in. It's on the side, like kind of like a
They're
welded.
flush. They're
Yeah,
flush with the face.
yeah, and
I
they
see
look
what you're-
nice. Like, and then like the little dots come on the side of your head.
Mhm.
And then I will look at you, Valoctor. Is there anything you want to sell?
Ah, I should probably dig through my stuff. I might have a few.
Very well. Some unique items that Vecna has is the Miragic Cube, Cube of Force, and a few other things that will take forever to display. So it's more like, hey, ask what I have. I might have something close. But as you look for your inventory, Prida walks out near you, Blanche. You good?
Blanche will look over at Cridle and just shake his head. No.
Hmm.
It's fine.
Was the dragon pissing you off? Dragons are known to do that.
I doubt that was her want, but I don't know. It just struck a nerve and angered me, remembering when I...
You don't have to get into it right now. Not your therapist. Gods know that I would not be a good one. But as a seasoned adventurer myself, I can give a few sage advice here and there. The fact that you controlled your anger is good. Or negative feelings. Better not to act on impulse and just walk away. That's wise of you. Props to you for having good self-control. And
Of
I
course
know
I have to.
I know what
I
it's
was a
like.
knight, after all.
I know what it's like to care about some people, and you do anything to keep them safe. So, they're
don't know.
absolute arses, and one of them is quite frankly living with a death wish every single moment of his life. I'd do anything to make sure that they're happy and safe. And hopefully you can too, and he tosses you something. He just walks back inside.
Blanche will look at the thing.
You open up this pouch, and inside of it is a nice diamond.
Ooh.
With 1,000 gold.
Ooh. Blanche will
And
give
something
it a
you
little...
also notice, make me an Arcana check as you walk past him. I mean, as he walks past you. "26. Just as he walks away, you feel this pulse of magic that hits him as he walks by you. On his left arm, you sense fiendish magic attached to the appendage.
Interesting.
You could make me a religion check to try and figure out the connections there. Very good. Come into whispers with me.
like obnoxiously, you know.
I didn't. I've been trying to look to see if I have something like I wrote somewhere that I missed, but I don't. And right now I'm kind of stocked up on stuff, so.
Hmm.
Yeah, I bought them. Yeah. Oh
I'm
yeah.
I for
Yeah.
some reason
Never again.
imagine you having the what is it, Vise gloves from like Arcane, like just big hands.
Nice. This one doesn't do health potions, right? Just fun potions. I'm good. I'm saving up for just stop on health potions to make things easier for us.
What armors do they have?
Ooh.
That is pretty.
Vincent will pass for now. Ooh, leech.
Ooh, leech. That sounds like a good thing to get information out of someone.
Show it.
Angy little fella.
We would need something angry to like boil to sweet rolls, like
I'm just imagining
ditto
Vincent.
face.
Just imagining Vincent with a leech gun. I just can't get it out of my head.
Kind of fitting.
Or as an artificer, just eventually making an artificial leech.
Oh no. Aww.
Hmm. Oh, I've never heard of such a creature. It's just gonna. Can you gently hold the bottle?
I think it likes you.
Does the symbiote have anything to say about this? The symbiote. Does it react? How much is it? This is the film. I'll take it.
Yeah. We're just collecting
Little
horrific
baby.
creatures.
Yeah, I noticed a trend of the creatures you're giving us.
I love this party.
I like that every other party I'm in has like fun zoo, and then you're like, so I'm gonna give you guys the cursed zoo. Well, look, he was in there for 200 years, and he finally found his forever home. He finally found his forever home with Vincent. This is great. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We should get the tadpole a bow tie.
I said just like treat it like the
Oh,
Now Vincent's eating for 3 now.
yeah, Echo will just look at Vincent and go, "Oh, we'll have to make sure we train our pets not to consume each other."
He's gonna open the bottle and let the thing fall into the symbiote.
Oh god.
oh God.
God. Oh,
Good soup.
Ooh.
soup! Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Echo will just kind of blink and just go, "Was that? Are you comfortable?"
Oh, it was a little weird when it was moving around, but it's calm now.
Oh, like a weighted blanket. Okay. Well, so, Cradle, you okay? That remind you of things. Oh. Oh, don't worry. Well, nothing's eating you now. Why don't we stop and get some pastries on the way? Well, there has to be some food stall on the way. Oh, why don't we just take a little detour? She doesn't have to know. Oh, but I thought we could go together. Ah. Oh no.
So many hot people in this place.
Yeah, I mean,
Echo's just gonna be going around playing my favorite game. So here's the thing. Forget about the Goliath woman in the picture. Is that thing actually floating behind her? Darn.
Damn.
Echo's gonna do that thing when you're in a shop and all like that you're not too interested in, and he's just gonna be looking around playing guess the price.
Hmm. Can I get a stat block? Or is it a card?
Yeah.
Vincent doesn't have high dex.
it certainly looks the part. Well, I'm a little light on coin right now, but I was looking for some augmenting my arsenal with some what's a force breaker, a maul specifically.
Echo will just call out. If you need some money, just feel free to ask. I have no real use for it.
I would appreciate that. I could get this, but I am a little light.
How much do you need? Echo has 8,000 gold.
Just a few hundred to make it so I have a little bit in case of emergency spending.
Alright. I no longer have the funny number in Echo's.
Almost.
So how many hundred?
Hey, yeah, just 300. I can cover the rest.
300? Okay. Is yours.
Blanche will hand over 1,000 gold to Laz as he's walking over to the desk.
Yeah.
He won't say anything, he'll just hand it over.
Can I insight check Blanche?
Here's gold. It's just money, take it.
Blanche is just trying to be nice. He just doesn't know how to communicate it towards someone who does not have the highest opinion of him right now. He is just trying to be nice, though.
Oh.
Especially given the fact that Laz said he wants some emergency spending money if needed.
Laz will take the coin and walk away with a. He doesn't say anything, but there's a small smirk on his face as he walks away. Oh. Yeah, I sold them. Yeah. I got this, though, and he points at all the cool new stuff that he has. Yeah. And he'll, Laz is gonna walk up over to Nora. I noticed you got some body modification there. You get that done here, or this place have a lot of stuff like that, or like where could I get services like that? Stuff similar to what I have here, and he points to all the metal on his body. Worth a shot. Hmm. Worth a shot.
Jesus, the weapon area.
Oh, to Laz? Well, I've come to realize the weakness of my flesh, and looking to get some upgrades, really. Noted. What's going on the bucket list?
Are you capable of doing any enhancements towards pre-existing weapons? Understood. Never mind then. Do you have any daggers you'd recommend for a duelist such as myself? Something light, easy to wield. He'll uh unsheath the protector's quill, pulling it out of the sort of pencil holder on his sketchbook, and say something that'd go with this, and he'll click it. Yeah. Ooh, fun. Dude, Blanche is not beating the Penny Polendina allegations. He'll just look over and say, "Could I get some lightning ones, depending on the price?" Hmm. Is there a upper limit to how much can be controlled at once? Hmm. Understood. 800 a set, right? Yeah, he'll set down 800 gold. Yeah. Interesting. Do you think it could be controlled with Blade Song? Interesting. I'll keep that in mind.
Do they just have standard like +2 armor? Yeah. I don't think Vincent will be able to afford that.
If you need gold, Echo will
21K.
help.
21K. Okay. Vincent will just get a medium +3 armor, but
Yeah.
yeah, so medium. Yeah. Okay. Vincent will get that then.
I'm really interested in the hover cutter. That's one of the items
Pepper
that I've
cutter's
actually been
fun.
looking at. That's what
Pepper
that's
cutter's
one of the
fun.
ones I've been looking at.
I used it briefly. It's fun.
Laz needs a melee option, and that's pretty good.
Ah, but it's actually secretly range.
That's all you had to say. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll take that. I have 20,000 gold pieces. No problemo. While we're at it, probably a long shot, but you have any special ammunition here? Anything for this? And he'll give him his hunting rifle. How much are the mage slaying and bursting? So it's 8k for 20 of the Mage Slayer? Okay, I'll get that. And it was 4... Yeah. Gotcha. And what do the bursters do? Okay, yeah, for sure. I will spend the 4k on that as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well. Oh, I tried to take a bath. I don't know about the rest of them. I wouldn't say no to a bath.
Is that on the list of the places where we won't get eviscerated for going?
Oh. Hmm. I mean, I wouldn't mind a nice bath.
Vincent will help with that too. Especially Vincent.
We woke up in
Yeah.
coffins.
Yeah, and I need shoes.
Are you gonna walk away with the shower shoes? Please tell me that Laz is gonna leave this bathhouse keeping the like slides they give you.
You know what? Yes.
My son. Where's my water? He's the size of a watermelon. How do I keep losing him?
He's just rolling around in the background.
He can't walk. He just rolls.
He just comes
rolls in.
rolling through the door.
I,
Oh
Pretty
my god.
kitty.
pretty.
I love
Pretty
them.
kitty. Ooh. Hmm.
That's quite an upgrade.
Pretty.
Blanche sighs disappointedly.
Hey.
Woo. You guys getting the deep lore on this NPC I've
Hell
had
yeah.
in my pocket for so long. Yeah.
Yeah.
Grin.
Snail is my favorite.
Called me Gran. I love that. Like a Studio Ghibli cat. Yeah.
Mm. Very fun.
It was fantastic.
We need to get some non-cursed pets, please.
I want a cursed pet.
I want a
Please.
cursed pet.
Okay, if we can I. Okay, well, abnormal is fine. Can we get something that's just like, generically horrifying and not like some sort of horrific chest-bursting parasite?
I want a floating eye.
Like, can we, like a really big, like a really big spider or a really big snake or something? I don't know.
I just would want a floating eye.
Bye bye.